Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE 2k15 MyCareer Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We're coming off a pretty big episode last time, and before that as well we had the Hell in a Cell episode, so things are looking pretty up for the Beast right now as we move towards trying to get himself on that SmackDown roster. And this week, we've got the big show, so this is going to be very interesting indeed. How will we come back after our shock DQ loss last week? And it's pretty much screwed us, that loss. If you don't remember last week, we were in a tag team match. We teamed up with William Regal, and we faced Cesaro and Jack Swagger. And for some reason, we got disqualified. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But from what I saw, it was Cesaro in the ring for too long. And because he was in the ring for too long, they disqualified me. So we lost, and now Vicky's like, well, you lost last week, so screw you. I've got nothing for you anymore. So we're now back to having meaningless matches again. But hey, we got the big show this week, and this is a good opportunity for us, I guess, to face a big giant. You know, we have been facing some guys that aren't exactly packing a bit of a punch to the Beast. So this is a good opportunity for the Beast to be in action with the big show. So this should be pretty interesting indeed to see how he goes. Now, as well as that, last week we had the Sheamus and Beast encounter, which a lot of you guys were saying, Brendan, what the fuck? What was going on in that match? I got a lot of criticism because I wouldn't put Sheamus away quick enough. I kept trying to finish him with the ankle lock. And by the way, in that episode, that was the first time that I had actually used the ankle lock. So I just unlocked the second finisher after Hell in a Cell. So I figured, you know what? Let's try this bad boy out. Let's try the ankle lock. And I did. And yeah, some of you guys were like, well, why didn't you finish him off earlier? I just wanted to use the ankle lock, baby. I just wanted to make Sheamus tap. I wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on it. I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I had the ankle lock out, and I was trying to finish him off with the ankle lock. And yeah, some of you guys weren't too happy about that. But anyways, got the big show and the Beast at the moment. A couple of weeks away from Survivor Series. Don't know if we'll be on the card yet for it. Hopefully we will be. We're still on main event. I think we're about halfway towards getting towards SmackDown. So what we need to do is obviously hit, I think it's 200,000 followers on the Twitter machine. If we can get past 200,000 followers, we'll obviously be on SmackDown. So that's pretty exciting. So we've got something to work towards. We're getting close, and I'm hoping you guys are still enjoying the MyCareers. And if you are, you gotta hit that like button, baby. We know we're gonna hit those likes to make sure that I know that you guys are enjoying the episodes. So if you haven't already, hit the like button already. If you haven't already, gotta subscribe as well to the channel. Definitely going to be doing more MyCareer. It's going to be a big focus on the channel going forward. I really want to finish it. I really want to get through it. And I've already recorded a lot of MyCareer, so you can expect to see a lot more from me more regularly. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping up to date with the MyCareer Mode uploads. So you'll definitely be seeing more from me as the Beast off the top, or the second rope I should say, the big splash. So for all you MyCareer Mode fans, definitely you'll be seeing more from me as we get through the Beast playthrough of MyCareer. And so far, so good for the Beast. He's been pretty successful overall. And now we're starting to get towards pay-per-views. It's starting to get towards crunch time. And we're starting to hit the big leagues. So it's pretty exciting. And things are starting to finally come together as the Beast. Oh, look at the strength. Up and down with the gut-wrench powerbomb. And I was wondering, is the Beast going to be able to pick the Big Show up? Maybe he'll have to make him tap. But hey, you know, the Big Show, he ain't no match for the Beast, I can tell you that. He's got the ankle lock in now. The Beast is going to try and make the Big Show tap. Probably won't get him, but he's going to try and wear down those big tree trunk legs of the Big Show. And he's almost near the ropes anyways, the Big Show, so he manages to escape it. Luckily enough for him, so this match will continue. At the moment, the Big Show, really not a match for the Beast at the moment. But hey, maybe he's going to get himself back in it there with the back body drop. Down goes the Beast. So there you go. And he's going to pound away on the Beast as well for good measure. So I discussed the idea of changing up the Beast's attire last episode as well. That's something I definitely will be doing. But that won't be happening for a number of episodes because I've obviously gone quite ahead and got a bit of a backlog of episodes now. So that won't be happening for a while, but you will see a change up in the attire eventually. And probably when we get to SmackDown. How about we change it up when we get to SmackDown and we'll switch it up a little bit. So if you've got any ideas on what you would like to see the attire, you know, what colors do you want to see, you know, what can we do with the attire? Obviously, you have the red logo in the bottom. What is that? Bottom right leg of the Beast, the red BPZ logo, as the Beast manages to take down the Big Show that time. And I also have a white one as well, so we can obviously change it up if we want to go all black. I actually wanted to go all black originally, but the second, you know, the second part of the pants, the shorts, that black is a different color to the other black. It just doesn't work for some reason. It's stupid. So I need to kind of work on that and like figure out how to fix that up. I know that I probably can, so I need to fix that up, and then we could probably do the white logo on that, which I think will look pretty cool. So that's an option that we can do. So yeah, I mean, if we want to change it up, we can wear yellow, we can wear orange, red, I don't care, we can try anything. So we'll switch it up from time to time, and we'll make things a little bit more interesting. There's the Beast outside the ring, got the Big Show out there now, and he's going to throw him into the barricade. And now striking away on the Big Show. At the moment, the Big Show just hasn't been able to really get in this matchup. The Beast is dominating him right now. Paul Heyman watching on as well. So we're starting to get towards the point as well where the cutscenes and things like that will probably start occurring soon. So we've gone a long way without really much happening, and that's kind of been a bit of a worry. That's really what's made me not enjoy MyCareer so much, but we're starting to actually get things happening. Things are starting to happen a little bit more, and you know, we're starting to get those pay-per-view matches, like I said. And the Beast setting the Big Show up for the spear, and that is surely enough to put the Big Show away now. And he's going to go for that ankle lock. He has to make sure the Big Show is dead set in the middle of the ring, because, oh wait a minute, he's going to go for another spear. Hang on, hold on, here he comes, the Beast. Oh, another one! A second spear to the Big Show. Surely that's enough to put him away. What's the Beast thinking now? Alright, he's got the ankle. This is surely going to be enough to put the Big Show away. And yes, he's got a tap. The Big Show has to tap 2 spears in a row. Just like that. The Beast has got the win. So, big victory there for the Beast. Knocking off the mighty Big Show. And that was impressive, you know. He didn't hit the Beast Bomb, but he realized, look, let's go for the ankle lock. That might be my best bet. So there he had it earlier on, and you can see the Big Show getting towards those ropes, forcing the break. And after 2 spears, it was lights out for the Big Show. As you see here, he's had enough. He doesn't want his ankle to be broken. That's a big ankle, by the way. And he decides to tap out. He couldn't handle it anymore. Another win there for the Beast, and that's a good win. That's a good win. You know, that's a win I think he needed, though, because he's faced a lot of those smaller guys, you know, your Dolph Ziggler's, your BrendenPlayz. He's faced these guys, but he hasn't faced a big giant like the Big Show. You know, he's managed to beat Mark Henry in the past, and that was a struggle. And tonight, he was a little bit more convincing against the Big Show. So that's a good win for the Beast, and we'll now go and see how exactly this match rated and how it fared, and we'll get ready for our second match of the episode. There you go, 5-star matchup. Well, I don't know if it was that great, but hey, the game thought it was pretty damn good. As you can see, we are halfway towards SmackDown. We've got plenty of SP and VC to spend. I know a lot of you guys have been saying don't upgrade him, so I haven't been, trust me. I'm keeping it at a reasonable level. So we have Del Rio or Tyson Kidd, dark or tune-up match. We're going to go with Del Rio. I think I want to try and face the best possible guys that I can. I think Del Rio, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, that's not a knock on Tyson Kidd, but, you know, come on. So, we're going to face Del Rio here to kick this one off. And here we go, the Beast. They start this one, strikes Del Rio away. And so, Del Rio, this is an interesting challenge for the Beast, you know, more of a technical style of Del Rio, whereas the Big Show was just I'm just gonna beat the crap out of you with my, you know, my size 20 boot or whatever the hell it is, my size 18 boot, I don't know. So he's now got a completely different opponent to face here, and he starts off pretty well though. There's a clothesline to take down Del Rio. So Del Rio, a submission specialist of his own, so the Beast, I think, may look to try and hit some big power moves instead, rather than trying to make Del Rio tap. Because you would assume that Del Rio would have some counters to those submission holds. And at the moment, the Beast is just really taking down the leg of Del Rio. So maybe he's ignoring what I'm thinking. Maybe he is going to go after the legs. Maybe try and make Del Rio tap. Wear down that ankle. Wear down the shins and the leg of Del Rio. As Del Rio with the counter. Sends the Beast into the corner. And, oh, backbreaker there. Nice move from Del Rio. Down goes the Beast. And he's back to his feet now, and those big lefts and right hooks, you do not want to face many of them. You want to try and avoid him. And a nice leg sweep. Down goes Del Rio. The Beast is fired up. And I think the Beast is just a little bit angry. That loss, now he's having just dark matches. I mean, I'm sure he wants to be on the main card doing his thing. So I'm sure he's just a little bit frustrated. He's not really getting the big push that he was probably going to get. He just had a pay-per-view match. He lost for a bullshit reason, and now Vicky's not really giving him too much. So he wants to try and prove Vicky wrong, I think. And Luthez press. Here comes the Beast, striking down Del Rio. Some nice moves there. So I think it's just really, trying to prove Vicky wrong and try and prove to Vicky that he deserves a match. So it's certainly very interesting at this point in time as the Beast takes down Del Rio. And what's he got planned now? Going to pick him up for a nice suplex. Vertical suplex. Down goes Del Rio. And the Beast in control of this match. Just a big stomp to Del Rio for good measure. So what's he got now? What's he got planned now for Del Rio? Del Rio with a big strike to the skull of the Beast. The Beast counters again, and power slam there. And he's just taunting away, showing the world how good he looks. He was going to go for that spear, I think, but Del Rio got back to his feet. He's going to change it up instead. Gut wrench powerbomb, and the beginning of the end of Del Rio is upon us. And Del Rio in big trouble. Here comes the Beast. We've seen this many times. He's got him up. He's got him down. The Beast Bomb. There you go. The cover. This should be enough to put Del Rio away. 1, 2, 3. Lights out. Game over. The Beast picks up an easy win. And hey, Vicky, give us a damn push. We're ready. We're ready, baby. Another victory there. Beats the Big Show. Beats Del Rio. Come on. Where's our push? So the Beast does it again. Nice victory. That was a very convincing win. He just beat Del Rio in a couple of minutes. That was, that was a squash match. So we're ready for that push. And we're ready to see you guys hit a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what you gotta do. Help me get 1,000 follows on Twitter as well. We're about 50 away. So if you haven't already and you got a Twitter account, hit the follow button. The link's in the description down below. Thanks guys for watching. See you all next episode.